All right. Every day we find ourselves confronted with someone who is, well, a jerk.
Right. Whether it's your mother-in-law or a coworker, you do everything you can to bite your tongue.
Not my mother-in-law.
Not mine either, my future mother-in-law.
Communication expert and confidence coach Randy Siegel is here to tell us what you can do when dealing with a jerk. Welcome, Randy. We cannot wait to hear this.
I know.
What happens to everybody?
It happens to everyone, and they're all out there. But let's just first define what a jerk is, because everyone has their moments. But
we all have our moments. But what's so interesting is what you may call a jerk might not be the same thing for me. It's not so much what the person does, but how we react to it.
It's true.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about the first one we're going to talk about is a relative who tends to be a jerk. Whether they're a jerk to you or they're just a jerk in general.
And that's a tough one. As we say, you can choose your friends, but can't choose your family.
Exactly.
That's true.
And a lot of times we have to be around family members that really are jerks.
So you say activate your cone of silence as the first thing here. So what exactly is your cone of silence?
Well, years ago there was a show called Get Smart, and in Get Smart there was a cone of silence that would come down over, and that's what we have to do, is to create a bubble and not let them get to us.
Okay, so you also say to activate or to block the negative energy and draw attention away from this person. So if someone's making a fuss, maybe go concentrate on something else.
Absolutely, absolutely, because wherever we put our energy is where we're going to go. So go to the other place.
Gotcha.
That's always good. All right. Let's talk about the next jerk, which
Great.
is something that a lot of people around, everywhere has to deal with, the boss or the coworker, which can be an awful thing to have to deal with every single day. All right, let's see what the points are. Okay, first of all, you say don't take it personally. That's one of the things that you say.
That's the hardest part
and
for
that
us.
Is, that's so
it's
difficult.
very hard.
It's difficult.
But you know what? 9 out of 10 times it doesn't have a thing to do with us anyway.
Yeah.
It's their stuff. They could have had a bad day. They could have had a problem at home. We don't know. So a lot of times, if we can find a little bit of sympathy for them, sometimes it really helps to be able to build that bridge.
Okay, other things that you say are know where the lashing out is coming from and understand projection.
Psychologists use a term projection. A lot of times when we point a finger at somebody, they're 4 fingers pointing back to us. And so a lot of times what the boss or what the coworker is angry about is a lot of times their own stuff.
Are they just sort of like acting out sometimes and you don't know what's going on in their personal? I mean, how
Absolutely, they can be acting out. And that's the whole reason to go back to the first point, not to take it personally. Because really 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with you.
So hard.
It's their own stuff. It is
you
hard.
could probably use some of the other things to do too, like maybe take the attention someplace else.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Or leave the room or whatever, just kind of walk away.
And people have a sixth sense whether we like them or not. So a lot of times if we can just find something, anything we like about the person, that will also build that bridge and that connection.
Okay, last one. Jerk number 3 is the customer service agent.
We've all been there.
They're supposed to be so nice to begin with. That's their job to be nice to you. And don't they always seem to be the most difficult?
A lot of times they are. And we have an expression in the South that you can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Right.
And so when we're dealing with that customer service representative, a lot of times if we can just be kind back to them, it's amazing how things will open up.
Yeah.
Not always, but a lot of times.
Don't fight fire with fire. 'Cause I remember I had somebody on the phone say to me, well, that's just not how we operate. And I was like,
you're like, what?
And I go, you know what? Well, how can we operate
how I
then?
operate.
You have to stop. Like, I just was trying to
tough.
butter her up. So.
And you're at their mercy. You certainly aren't going to get what you want if you start to throw fire back at them.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much. This was great
So
information.
many more things we could learn from you.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Thank you,
very
guys.
much.
Thank
Fun.
you.